Hey guys, this market update. I want to just cut through some of the noise and BS that's happening right now. Everyone's getting excited about some guy who blew up and everything. So what actually works, right? Don't day trade an industrial revolution, right? It's not going to work out for you. For Bitcoin, this is the unbelievable price right here. This is clearly the major price for this bear market, right? It was the previous top, it was the consolidation zone, and now we're back here, and this is the 200-week moving average. If you want to accumulate assets, I believe Bitcoin is one of the best assets in the world. This price right here in relation to the trend, right? It's the price. Previous bear market, here, and we're at this zone again. All the same behaviors again. So we'll see this is the yield on the delta neutral trade that hedge funds perform. You can see right here in the previous bear market, we're at this level again. This is the zone. Don't worry about the price. This is the zone. Bitcoin is standing on its heavier shelf of coins. This is the price, right? This 64, 65 level. This is the zone, right? Buy orders here. Will they get these hit at all? Let's see what happens in the Middle East. We don't really know, right? But there's no sell orders left. People are bidding here. Why? Because this is the zone. You can just see it. It's so clear, this green box. Sell zone, consolidation zone, buy zone. Let's go. So if you trade Bitcoin, or anything else, you can trade it on Bybit via the link in the description. If you're a new user, make a deposit. They'll give you a deposit bonus up to $30,000 to trade with. But look, my advice for 90% of your life and your portfolio and your savings, your life savings, right? Don't trade them. Don't overtrade them. Certainly don't go Forex levered with all of these AI names that are in massive bull markets and need a correction anyway, right? Don't do that. Don't fly too close to the sun. Markets are about surviving only. And it's the exact same behaviors over and over again. It happened in crypto, we all saw it, and it's now happening in AI. Young people, inexperienced people don't know what they're doing. They make some gains, and then instead of saying that was a good gain, they just go, yeah, let's go 10x levered on top and lose everything. 3 Arrows did it, FTX did it. Obviously that was just crime as well. But you know, we've seen the same behavior played out over and over again. This guy apparently worked at FTX. So same behaviors from the same type of people. Let these people blow up. Look, he'll be fine. He's called Leopold, so he comes from money anyway, right? I mean, with a name like that. So look, this is a game for sharks. The market is no joke. Everyone is trying to steal everything you have and just make you totally broke. Everyone is doing that on a daily basis. Don't let them do it. Don't get distracted. Don't use massive leverage. Don't overexert yourself. Survive, right? That is the way to win in the market. It's just survive with assets, right? Nasty work, Citadel. Everyone's saying rate hike, rate hike, rate hike. No, there's no rate hike here. They're just trying to get this guy out. So they did. And they've got the assets now. So they bought all of his assets. Look, assets, every single one will 100% chance go down more than 50%. Okay? When you hold it for a long time, there is a 100% chance that it will go into a bear market of minus 50% when you're holding it. If that will wipe you out with leverage, you're over leveraged. Okay? Everyone knows that. Right, even the stock market, NASDAQ can go down 20% of bear market, but constituents will go minus 50. Microsoft, biggest companies in the world, can go minus 30%. Right, all of these assets, which are smaller, will go minus 50 in a bear market. If you're over leveraged or anything, you're going to get wrecked 100%. Just survive. By the way, all of this nonsense, watch it for the circus and the memes. The memes are fantastic. Great memes, this one. Right? Nothing to do with us and our strategy. You can watch it as a circus and only that. Don't get involved in it. Don't try and compete in it, right? It's a game you will lose. And if you're doing it with other people's money, you're still going to win. If you're doing it with your own, then you're a chump, right? Don't get puffed into all of these trades. AI trade was popular, right? It was in the news. Therefore, it's bad value. We all know that. But Bitcoin, out of the news, no one wants it. No one's trading it. Down at the 200 week, be consistent. This is how we make money over time. We want to make money, right? We want to survive. We don't want to be chucked around by headlines and all of this nonsense. Just forget it all. It's very simple. Buy great assets. So for me, NASDAQ index, Bitcoin, major Bitcoin, right? But the NASDAQ's going to do great as well. You can't day trade an industrial revolution. It's not going to happen. No one knows what's going to happen short term, right? This guy is wrong all the time, right? He's wrong about Bitcoin. He said Satoshi was going to come back and take all of the coins. He's obviously a moron. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He's an expert specifically of running his company. They obviously like him there, but every opinion he's had on crypto and Bitcoin has all been wrong. Okay, so he doesn't know what he's talking about. His own firm, actually, when he said, if you trade Bitcoin, I'll fire you, but now they're bringing it in because he was wrong. And now he says, well, I went by this and that. And then the firm says, actually, it will rally. No one knows what's going to happen. Don't day trade headlines. It's all nonsense. All of these people want to do is puff you into buying the stuff that they're selling and to overtrade, paying them trading fees. Look at this. Roughly 90% of active equity fund managers underperform their benchmarks over a 10-year horizon. You will not win if you try and actively trade the constituents of an index. Just buy the index over time. If you try to actively trade the constituents, you will lose versus just buying. Don't do it. 90% will lose. If you had if I said to you, here's a mushroom and it's got a 90% chance of being, bad and killing you, would you eat it? No, because you say, well, I'm basically guaranteed to die. If you day trade the constituents of the index, you will lose. Don't do it. Have a 10-year time horizon. Buy great assets over time. It's about asset allocation, not actively trading those constituents. Get your asset allocation that you're comfortable with. Hold for 10 years, watch the circus play out, and actually make returns by surviving. I know it's really boring to just hold assets over time, but once you do enough research, you realize it's the only way to win. You're not going to outperform the index by actively trading its constituents. 90% chance of failure, and they're professional fund managers, by the way. And all retail traders trade is what's in the news because that's what it's pumped to you. It's all fake. CNBC, all of this stuff that you see on a daily basis, it's all fake. It's people with ulterior motives trying to pump their narrative, trying to pump the prices of the stuff that they already own and use you as exit liquidity. All fake. Even the modern podcasts like TBPN or whatever it is, the tech podcast, that's not real. That's a bunch of Silicon Valley insiders who realize that the podcast format is an easy way to gain attention. And it's all the same old insiders on there trying to pump up their own narratives for their own benefit. It's got nothing to do with us. Robinhood and Coinbase, they just want your trading fees. They want you to trade meme coins and all that other crap. Unnecessary. Bitcoin goes up 20, 30% a year. That's it. That's it. All you need to do. Don't need anything else. You just wait 10 years. You're not going to outperform the index by actively trading its constituents. It's impossible, right? Everything is fake. All of the attention narratives. If something is in the news, it is not good value. We know that. It's the only way to win is to buy great assets and hold them for 10 years, and you'll outperform everyone who's just wasting their time. Look, the one trade that works throughout history, short fiat, long the asset. You've got a 100% chance 100% chance of winning. The central banks literally tell you that they're going to debase that currency. They say that if inflation falls below their target of 2%, which is also fake, by the way, it's 10% plus. If it falls below that, they will literally print the currency out of thin air to create the inflation. That's what they're telling you. 100% chance of winning. Short that, long the asset, don't overly trade and wait 10 years, and you will win, right? Don't use 4x leverage when you're up in a crazy volatile asset class because you think you're clever. Oh, you got liquidated. They're all going to take your money from you, right? Don't do that. The way that all public companies have worked, right? Why are public companies so successful, right? They have great businesses, yes. But the key here is that they have access to free paper. When you're a public company in the US, especially S&P 500 and these seasoned issuers, they issue paper for free and they invest in assets, right? When you look at Coca-Cola or McDonald's or anyone, what do? They issue debt for free, basically, and just buy the assets. They arbitrage that difference because they have a 100% chance of winning. That's what they do. You issue paper for free. So what strategy you're doing, which is different, right? They're not using margin debt, which is callable against the assets. What they're doing is issuing preferreds, and I don't want to advertise strategy. I want to separate the two strategies here. This Leopold guy is using 4x, 5x margin, whatever it is, on his own assets, right? So the market makers know where he is. They're just going to absolutely smash the guy out. Strategy and other public companies, right? Google, they all do this. They sell paper for free. So their preferreds, they say, we'll give you 12% on STRC, let's say, right? So it's a 12% rate. On STRK, they're paying $8, right? And that's their liability. You give them money, they don't have to give it back to you. So they can't be called on it, right? They pay you $8 every year. But that's not $8 as a liability. That's $8 year one. In year two, that $8 is not $8 because of inflation. Their liability has been reduced by 10% because of inflation. What they're giving you is 10% less valuable and 10% less valuable every single year. And guess what? In 10 years, they can just refinance, pay it off because the money's cheaper in the future, right? It's a fixed liability in dollars that debase themselves over time. That's the difference. That's the difference of public companies. You can see Google have done it. They issue paper, they issue debt. SpaceX has done it, right? Issue the paper for free. It gets debased anyway. You invest in assets to go up and don't get called on it and have a 10-year view. People are laughing at strategy because, selling the lows. I do, it's funny, right? But the underlying strategy here that people don't seem to get, right, is that you're issuing paper and you're buying the asset, and as long as you don't get called for 10 years, you can't lose because the paper will debase. That's it. That's the strategy. That's the game. That's the entire game. 10 years, don't get called, survive, short the paper, go into the asset. The only odds that actually matter is that if you try and actively day trade the constituents of the index, you're going to lose. Professionals can't even do it. So let's call it 100% chance of losing. And if you buy great assets over time and hold them over time, you're going to outperform dollars. That's a 100% chance. As long as you're in, broadly good assets and diversified around, right? Over time, you'll win. So if you see those odds and do anything other than that, then low IQ, right? It's like having a double-headed coin and calling tails. Right, you have no chance of winning. It's impossible, right? They held rates steady. Of course, they held rates steady. What they want to happen is 10% plus inflation, which looks like 2% with their fake metrics. That's it. That is it, right? 10% inflation. By the way, the S&P goes up 10% a year over 50 years. The only way something can go up consistently 10% a year for 50 years is because the currency that those companies are earning is debasing at 10%. How can you keep earning 10% more if 10% more doesn't keep existing? So it's 10%, that's the actual debasement rate. My own judgment is this is a period of watchful thinking. Kevin Walsh. It's a circus, right? It is like a cult almost. Like watchful thinking, it's just bizarre. These meetings it's from a different era. It's from a bygone era. You've got this guy saying watchful thinking and it's a hawkish pause and all of this stuff. And you're just like, we know now. Like before online media and everything else, then you needed this cabal of people in a room kind of telling you what's happening, right? And they would say these stupid things. Now it's like, you're a clown. We know, we can see the data now. It's here now. Like we can see the currency's debasing 10% a year. We know that. We know that you fake the metrics to 2%. You're not being harsh. We're going to get the metrics down to 2%. But it's actually 10%. We can see the data. You're lying. We all know it. Why are you even doing this? Just give up, right? Donald Trump is right. This is Elizabeth Warren agreeing with Donald Trump that they should eliminate the debt limit and create unlimited currency units. This is insanely bullish, right? Do it. I mean, just drop the act, right? Drop the pretense that you've got any control over this debt anyway. Just drop it, right? Now, this is M2 in the US. So short this, long assets. That's the game. Be consistent, play the odds over time. I know it's boring, but you can just relax knowing that you're in great assets and you can watch the circus play out. If you buy crypto, you want to hold Bitcoin, buy it on Bybit. They'll give you a deposit bonus when you click the link below in the description as well. If you're a new user, I'm James, this is Money's EG. Cheers for watching and I'll see you in the next one.